All right. So we're gonna start with some questions and stuff. We're gonna be over here. How are y'all feeling? Y'all good?
Yeah, we're good. It's a tad windy.
A little bit. A little
I'm
breezy.
just trying to stay anchored.
All right.
Okay.
Well, don't worry. We'll put some sandbags there if you need help.
It's rocky.
A little bit.
Has anyone got seasick?
No.
Yeah, I see some hands.
Damn it. Yeah, I did too.
All right.
I almost did. When we were taking pictures with everyone, I remember I looked over one time and everything. I thought I was
It's not a good look.
I thought I was done.
All right. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Fiona from Scotland.
Yeah!
All right. What's your question?
If you were to attend a cruise with 5 bands, except for the bands that have played on Parahoy 1 and 2, who would you want to see?
Is this between the two of us?
Yeah, why not?
Fight it out.
Well, are you gonna get 3 or am I gonna get 3?
You get 3 and I'll take 2.
No, I want 2.
Okay, all right. So do you want me to start then?
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay. All right. I would pick. Oh, we have a lot of cool bands on here. Even though you would have definitely been my first pick, but you said no. So yeah, you know what? That's a great idea. And actually, we really wanted them here, but they couldn't do it. So 21 Pilots. Because it's really important to not only have bands that are sick, but also bands that you can chill with and hang out with and who are nice. So those guys are awesome. Also, I would want. There's a band from Nashville that I feel like one day we'd like to get on Parahoy. But since, for your question's sake, I would say there's a band from Nashville called Bully. They're sick, and I love them. And if you haven't heard them, you have to get their record. It's called Feels Like. It's awesome. And then I've got one more. It's just so hard. I would get. You guys, you get your own cruise, right? I think honestly, I would want like a legacy. Like I would want like a band that, for instance, we got to play with The Cure at Reading and Leeds once, and it was like a dream come true for us. We met Robert Smith, and it was so rad. And there was at one point I was watching them play, and they played my favorite song called High, and I honestly felt like I floated away and into outer space, and I want that feeling all the time. So I would say The Cure, 21 Pilots, and what was the other? Bully. That's my 3.
Yeah, and then I do Kenny G and Enya.
Just to round it out.
I mean, if we're like shooting for the stars,
That's
I mean, the stars are very far away. I mean,
I love that.
I know that this is like to some people it thinks it's like a cop-out answer, but I love Radiohead. And they're any day can come off a new record. Oh my gosh, I want to die. I'm so excited. And Kenny G. And
Half noise!
You have the biggest.
and Tame Impala.
Tame Impala. Yes. Okay.
What's up, Australia?
All right. What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Brittany Piacente. I'm the one that made you the Walking Dead Simpsons crossover shoes.
Thank you.
I hope they're the right size. Google didn't know. My question is, if you were to categorize yourself as a 90s cartoon character, who would you be and why?
Is it is it Lydia Dietz? Is it Lydia Dietz? Am I thinking of the right person?
From Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't actually. No, I changed my mind. You know Doug Funny? So, do you know, I would want, what's her name? Judy, yeah. Yeah, she has short orange hair and shaved bits, and I like
literally was gonna say Skeeter.
You were?
I promise.
Yes! We could be in the same cartoon!
I don't know why.
It's a different cartoon character.
Well, I think, okay, on the TV, I could see the pictures of everyone, and someone was Quail Man. And I got so pumped.
Who is Quail Man?
Who is Quail Man?
Who was it? Is Quail Man here?
Yeah, he's somewhere. I got really pumped, whoever you are.
Yeah, I think in my dreams I'd be Lydia Dietz, but I'm not that gothic. It's just a dream.
name? Where are you from?
I'm Carol, and I'm from Brazil.
Hey, Brazil!
All right.
My question is, what was the first impression you had of each other when you first met? And did you get it off right away?
I remember we hit it off, but man, it was bad. I don't want Taylor to tell you guys.
It wasn't bad.
I mean, just
So, we met at a high school football game.
yes.
And Zach introduced us. He's like, he'd been wanting us to be like, dude, Taylor, you gotta meet Hayley. But she was like, you know, she's a trendsetter, right? She's very fashionable. We love the way she looks. Love it. But at the time, she was doing a little DIY stuff. Yeah, back then, she's still doing it. But she took like fishnet pantyhose, and she like had it draped around her.
I cut the crotch out, put it over my head, and I had fishnet sleeves.
And that's made me not that weird now, but like in our like little Christian private school, I was really confused. But she's awesome.
Yeah, I remember that outfit. I was also wearing shants, you know, short pants. It's like with suspenders. Taylor, Taylor was, how old are you? 12 or 13?
I was 12.
Yeah, you were 12. And Taylor had braces, and he and Zach both were like, you know, they had baby fat on them, and they just were really sweet. And Taylor's smile was always like this, which he still does in some pictures now. So when you see that, that's like OG Taylor face. And I just remember that his brother Justin was in a band that all of us kind of worshipped, and it was called Cecil.
It's the only reason that I'm on stage right now.
Honestly, and me too, to be fair.
I was only cool to Josh and Zach because my brother was in Cecil.
Oh.
Otherwise, I would not be here.
Okay. Yeah, so I just remember them telling me, like, you gotta meet this kid. His brother's in Cecil. We really want him to be in the band. And I was like, okay, what do I do? And so they just took me over to him, and we hung out for a little while that night. And then later on was like kind of what I was talking about last night. Later on, we all met up at their house and we wrote songs together. So it was a really funny, ridiculous, a bunch of 12-year-old kids like meeting each other and being socially awkward situation. Thank you for that question.
How you doing? What's your name? Where are you from?
My name is Lauren from LA. It's my birthday today. So
Hello, happy birthday! Picture.
I actually have my son here with me over my right shoulder, and he's with me on the cruise here. And here's my question. Even though we're 29 years apart, we've seen many concerts together, ranging from older bands like AC/DC to newer bands like Paramore. So our question to you is, did you attend any concerts with your parents? And if so, who did you see? Did they influence your life or music?
Well, mine's not as cool as AC/DC.
Nor is mine.
I saw NSYNC when I was 9 with my dad, and quickly, you know, pretended like I didn't see NSYNC 2 years later when I went to like a Coldplay show, and you were there too with some friends. But yeah, I saw NSYNC was my first like big production concert of people that were just larger than life, you know, and I wouldn't say that they really. I don't even like BSB as much. Alright, so but anyway, I went to that show, and I don't think they influenced our music at all, but I do think that seeing people, you know, create a show that big was just cool. It was like amazing to watch human beings do something that just felt like it was not real at all. And I love that. Okay, you're up.
I wish I had gone first.
I'm sorry.
My dad is in the music business and is the head of a Christian record label. So I grew up in a predominantly Christian vibe, and so my first concert, DC Talk opened. And then Michael W. Smith was the main act. But I remember it really well because like he had a long catwalk at the time, and you know we had good seats because my dad, you know, was the head of the label, and he walked by us and he looked at me and gave me a thumbs up and winked, and I like lost my mind. I could not believe that Michael W. Smith gave me a thumbs up and winked at me. I didn't even know his music.
graduation.
down to the generations, yeah.
Yes.
What's your name? Where you from?
Lorena, I'm from
Miami, Florida.
What's one thing in your bucket list you haven't done and you will make it happen this year?
write a 5th record.
Yeah, me and I wish I would have gone first. I want to swim with sharks.
Now, I can make that happen right now. Let's go! All I want to do is see sharks.
How many sharks are underneath us? At least 7.
Yeah.
I was gonna say at least 7.
Thank you. Wait, what's your bucket list thing?
I haven't thought about it.
Okay, all right. Get back to us. Okay.
All right, we got Yellow Ranger here.
Oh,
What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Nicole, and first off, I just want to thank you guys. You did a shout out to my students when you're in Pittsburgh, the Evangel Heights Christian Academy, and it was awesome, so thank you. And here's my question. Are the emotions you felt when you first write a song always the same, or do they take on a new meaning as life happens? Is it ever hard to sing a song because of the emotions you first had?
Yeah, it is. I think that all the songs that we wrote for the last record, I think already, and that's the newest record we have, and already I think we play those songs and I'm singing some of those words and I just envision completely different things in my mind than I did when the lyrics were sort of coming out. And I don't know how it is for Taylor, because I don't know. By the way, you guys, I didn't say this last night. But
Seriously, don't say anything.
Taylor does not get half
Stop.
as much credit as he deserves for writing incredible music. Insane. And I think that to me, like, the reason it's so fun to write lyrics to what he writes is because it's I know it's music, and I don't know what it's like to write some of those parts and feel emotions when I'm writing musical parts, but I think that he does a great job of painting a picture before I even get to it. So yeah, it changes all the time. And sometimes it's very hard to get through songs. I had a rough time last night, a couple ones, but I think that's what makes it so beautiful, is that it's ever changing, and everybody here probably envisions something completely different when they sing those words. So I love that.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's songs that we play every single night, and I think like during rehearsals, you're like, why are we playing this? This is
Hurts your
insane.
hands.
Yeah, you're like, you guys have heard this so many times, but the thing about live music is that every single night is a different feeling. There's different people, and even like you guys, it's the same people for 2 shows, but we're all in different places and different headspaces, and we're going through different things, So to me, it does take on something new, which is a lot of times why we play the same set list for a whole tour. A lot of bands, like Without You makes me so angry because they switch their set list every night, and I'm like, we suck. But I think that every single night is different, and it takes on something new, and I don't know, we love interacting with you guys, and whether you know it, you inspire us on stage. It kind of dictates what we do. So yeah, they do take on something different.
Great question.
Barbara from St. Augustine, Florida.
We got family down here.
Hayley, how do you decide on what color to dye your hair? Is it random or a reason behind it? And Taylor, does Brian do your hair too?
Question.
Yes, but this last year, after the last tour, I buzzed my head. I did that whole thing. I think that girls do. Maybe guys do too. Sorry, I don't want to point you out. But like when you go through a breakup or something and you like cut your hair, and
Yes.
but I do that in life all the time. I think after that tour, I shaved my head, and it's my goal now to cut my own hair. So I cut my own hair right now. It's kind of fun. I'm pretty bad at it, and it's really hard with the mirrors and the angles, like to get the back and stuff. So it doesn't look that good.
DIY.
But he normally does it. He's great.
Yes.
And my color, Good Die Young has the best brown ever.
think that one thing I've tried to do, even though we always have like, there's always special events like a video or something, and you know, you want it to look fresh or different. Maybe I want to like, for my mentor, I was like, I'm gonna just do turquoise for this, whatever. But like, I think I've tried to keep it still based on my feelings and my emotions, because that's a great outlet for me, and it always has been. It's always been good to, you know, a good mode of expression for me. So yeah, I really try to have fun with it. I try to not let it get too businessy and too much like about, oh, Hayley from Paramore has this color hair. You know, I want it to be what I want, and you know, and actually it was crazy being not just orange or red for a whole year in 2014. It was the best. It actually was a good mental break for me. So yeah. Thank you. Hey, you.
All right, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Christina from Los Angeles.
Yeah, you are.
My question is, before you guys were, was there a song you would play with a cover when you would perform live?
So, two answers to that.
Yeah,
really.
there are two.
Do you remember the birthday party we played for, whose birthday was that?
It
Like
was
5
the
years ago.
Shepherds.
The Shepherds, Rebecca
It was
Shepherd.
Rebecca, yeah.
It was in their basement.
Yeah.
Did
I
we
played
cover it?
bass.
You did?
I didn't know the song either.
You didn't?
No.
Did we cover Deftones?
We did that in about every like rehearsal that Josh and Zach were ever.
Yeah.
We wouldn't rehearse our own songs. We would just play Deftones.
Yeah. When we were really young and we didn't really have a handful of songs yet, we thought we wanted to be super heavy, you know. So we were covering like Deftones and I think Thursday sometimes.
There's this band, like for real, this is like a deep cut, because it was, so our friend JJ, whose mother's maiden name was Paramore, that played bass with us like forever.
He was our bass player back then.
Like yeah, when Hayley was talking about when we first were in a band, like
Yes.
JJ was with us, and but his brother was in a band called EchoCast,
Yes.
and there's a song called Ignite.
Yes.
And anytime that we got together, we played that song. So
good.
that's like.
I forgot about EchoCast. Yeah, I don't even know if you could find their music online, but you should try.
There's a baby on the cover.
It does.
Yeah, with like lights shooting out.
I think you burned it for me. That's rude, but I would appreciate it. But also, I was, you know, me and Jeremy were in the factory band too, so I was covering, you know, I think I was 12 and we were doing Shaka Khan, Stevie Wonder. We were, you know, I think that was a really cool time in life for me, because I was kind of in two bands at one time, and I would go to Taylor's house and we would play stuff that we really listened to on our own, and then I would go over here and play like old funk music. So.
Well, and let's not forget the first show that we ever played together, I think was Christina Aguilera.
Oh yeah, we did. How do we forget that? We covered for our youth group. They asked us to cover "Beautiful" by Christina Aguilera.
It was a reach out night, outreach night.
Yeah.
So you had to play like some song that was not offensive,
Yeah.
but it could get whatever.
It was like a youth outreach. And so I played piano, Taylor played guitar, we had everyone, you know, Josh, Zach, and JJ, I think, played with us that night. And there's video of this. One day we'll find it and we'll show you guys, because it's pretty mind-boggling. It's good. Thank you.
All right, what's your name? Where you from, man?
Hi guys, I'm Messiah. I'm from Brooklyn. Someone famous.
Beyonce at the Grammys. I still don't remember what happened.
Yeah.
You don't get starstruck.
No, I don't. I'm actually not trying to be funny. But yeah, most like famous people, I just didn't really grow up idolizing that kind of scene. Not because I'm above anyone. I don't know. My family or whatever. We just didn't kind of get it. But like literally seeing, I talked to Ricky and Mikey from Be Without You, and like the whole time I'm just like I kind of get nervous the whole time. I'm like, say something cool. Say something. So yeah, I think it's like people that have had a really big influence on me, not just because they're famous, but because they've, you know, like if I saw Tom York, I would die.
Yeah, you would need help. Thanks a lot.
How you doing?
Hey, hi, I'm Kelly from
from New Jersey.
My question, I know it can be hard being away from family and friends when you're on the road. What little piece of home do you bring with you when you're on tour so you don't get homesick?
Oh, that's good. Well, I think that, like, when we were younger, it was awesome to leave home. Because I think, you know, I was 15 or 16, we hopped in the band for the first time. And by the time we were on a bus, I was 18. And I just remember always wanting both of those places to feel homey. And I kind of took it upon myself because I think I'm a little OCD. And I would clean, try, you know, bring candles and try to make it feel like home a little bit. But I think, like I said, when we were younger, we wanted to get away. We were like trying to like have our own independence and get away from our parents and be cool. Now that we're older and we have, you know, homes and our own kind of family situation and dynamic, I think that it does make it a lot harder. But as long as you make your home away from home feel like you, and for me it's always bringing a candle or bringing my journal or something like that, that kind of helps. Just it gives you some consistency in a world that's not consistent because you're in a different place every day. So that's the best answer I've got.
Yeah, I mean, I bring my clothes and my toiletries. I don't have anything special I bring out.
He packs light too.
Yeah, pretty light.
Thank you so much.
Hey, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Kira and I'm from Austria.
Hey.
Dang. Thanks for being here. What's the best and worst food you've ever had while on tour? I'm sorry, you guys. Sorry. Vegemite.
I was gonna say the same thing.
We tried it on
But
stage.
we didn't try it. Everyone's like,
But you didn't try it the right way.
Yeah.
because you have to try it like on toast a certain way. There's a
With
very
butter?
like, yeah. See,
With
there's
butter.
like
You didn't
everyone's
have-
like,
No, they gave us a spoonful on stage
yeah.
in front of
I made me
a
want
million
yeah,
people.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it was bad.
Almost threw up. But I know that we didn't try it the right way, so I know it's unfair to all you Aussies.
Yeah, that was
Best food.
when we were in Thailand though. We had what did we get? Did we get like Penang or something? And I got it, and I thought like, oh, this is gonna be so good. It was so spicy, I couldn't eat it. And I thought I was really tough, but I couldn't. But it was really good. It just also you couldn't taste it because it was so spicy. So.
I don't know, like what is like objectively the best, like
Right.
I don't know.
Because you know what, in Japan we like they treat us so good and they take us to really cool restaurants that are like, you know, like off the beaten path and stuff. But I will say every time we go to Brazil, we go to Brazilian steakhouse and that's kind of cool because it like there's so much stuff. Like there's just like endless amounts of grilled everything, veggies, different meats. You're like, what? I don't even know what that came from. And it's cool. They always treat us really well too. Yeah.
This is pig left calf. Like,
No,
cool.
thank you.
Let's go for it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, what's your name?
Tim Tam Slam.
Tim Tam Slams.
Oh man, so good.
Hi, my name is Rose. I'm from New York. When you each choose for a zombie apocalypse.
I want to say that again. The wind was literally blowing in my face.
What type of weapon would you each
Weapon,
choose?
gotcha. Weapon.
Zombie apocalypse weapon.
Well, I really look up to Michonne, but I don't think I'm tall enough. I don't think I could carry any of the weapons she's ever used. I think I would be dead. I'm thinking like I need something really small that I can whip around real fast because I'm really scrappy. And I know I don't look like much, but I think I can make do with like a little, I don't know, like something like an axe or something, like just something little and like to the point, you know what I mean? And I'm always wondering too, like when I watch the show, like, can you really not get away from some of these people? 'Cause they don't know what they're doing. And they're just dragging and dragging. So I feel like I'd be alright. I just need something light for my stupid arms.
There's actually a zombie. Like if that happened, I think I'm a very anxious, paranoid person, and I think I would just want to get it over with. Because I'm not super athletic. I'm not like kind of even good with weapons, and so and you want to play like 007, GoldenEye, I'd be like the Chop. When you run out of a weapon and your guy's just like, yeah. See how far I could get and then just join the team.
That's not. You're probably like, oh my god.
Hey man, what's your name? Where you from?
I'm Kenny from Long Island, New York. Alright, my question is, each of your 4 records have their own distinct sound and feel depending on the time and state of your band. Now, writing your 5th major record release, what is your creative writing process, and how do you think you can push the boundaries farther than you have on the previous 4 records?
Whoa! We have a very good answer for this.
Actually, something that we've never done before, ever, in our whole career, and it's really weird actually, because now everyone's trying to come to our town and claim it, and I'm trying to take back the crown. Let me just tell you, we've never recorded in Nashville, and that is our main goal. We're going to make the record at home and soak up some home vibes, you know? And I'm excited to see how that plays into what we do, because when we made the last record, I actually felt like, you know, you could hear that we were living in California in some of those songs, especially when it came time to finish songs like Crazy Girls and stuff like that. So I think more than anything, more than like, you know, let's write 1,000 hit songs or anything like that, I just want people to know that we made it in our hometown that we love so much and that we're really proud of, you know?
Yeah, I think, just so you guys know, like, the last record, we never write songs to get big, you know? And I think, like, Ain't It Fun and Still Into You, they're like out of frustration, and it would like, that's just where we were at, and we never thought it would work. So I think, I'm not trying to just say this to be like cool art guy, but I think that we really are just trying to follow where we're at in our hearts, and we hope you guys like it, but we're not going to try to make something just to please people, you know? But we're trying, and we're going to make it the best we can, and this, honestly, this cruise for us has been amazing, having all you guys here, and I think for the last 9 months, I think we think about Paramore every single day, but seeing all of your faces and being able to sing with you and playing these songs, I think we've reconnected in a really cool way. It's been really inspiring, so we're ready.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Lauren and I'm from Scotland.
Woo!
So Taylor, I know that you write a lot of the songs, but do you ever want to sing them, or will you ever sing them?
So, back when Hayley first joined our band, I was like, yeah, I can sing. And so like I would sing like high harmonies to Hayley, and then this thing called Puberty hit me.
Right before our first show.
And he was like, oh, I can't sing. I can't do it. Yeah, but it wasn't even that low. My voice was so high.
Yeah, because I remember one time I called Josh, and I was like, Miss Farrow answered the phone, she was like, hello? And I was like, is Taylor there? And she was like, yeah, hold on. Josh, Taylor's on the phone! I sound like a
Well, I would call my friends and literally be like,
hey, is Wesley there?
and I'd be like, hey Wesley, some girl's on the phone for you. So anyway, so glad I told you that.
He can't sing though, he'll just never admit it.
Well, it's funny, even last night I was going over songs with Justin. This is the serious answer. I would love to sing one day, but I just have never done it, so I think if I tried to start right now, I would freak out.
You might need to practice when we're making the record or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But the only way that I can sing and play guitar is if I do a joke voice. So when I'm teaching like Justin a song that we haven't played, like I will do the craziest voice, and that's the only way that I can sing on pitch and play and like teach him the song. So the whole time we're laughing, but it actually is working. It's weird. I don't know. You guys will probably never hear me sing.
Yeah, it'll happen. I'll make sure it happens once. Thank you.
Hey, what's your name? Where are you from?
Delaney, here we go. Massachusetts.
Yeah!
Alright, so buckle up. Would you rather have a 10-inch belly button that sways to music or have accordions for legs?
Okay, that swears to music. That's ridiculous. I think honestly, I really want accordions for like. I just hope that they're really long legs.
Well, then I'll do the other one. So on stage, it's just insane.
We could be in a really cool band together. We'd be like Streetlight Manifesto.
It's amazing.
That would be sick. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Glad we're getting to the important questions.
Yes.
What's your name? Where you from?
Katie, I'm from Australia.
Yeah. I'm sorry about what I said about Benjamin.
You should be sorry.
Oh, hold on. So what's the right way to eat
Yeah,
it?
tell us.
Hey?
What's the right way to eat Vegemite?
Oh, shit.
No.
He's gonna go for like a little bit, like with toast and like a quarter of a teaspoon.
Oh.
You guys like put the whole teaspoon in your mouth, and that's not.
No, I didn't do it to myself. A person came up and assaulted me with
Yeah,
it.
assaulted. I get it. Assaulting.
Very funny.
The last question was about it. If before each Paramore show, like before a baseball game, there was a guy and a character mascot served to them from the crowd, what character would the Paramore mascot be, and what song would he dance to?
Right.
That's easy.
So I think I got it. So a gerbil, first of all. Is this like a big guy in a suit?
Whatever you want, man.
It would be a very small, like a small dude, I would hope. Like my size.
Why's it gotta be a dude?
Because it's funny. It's funny that there's a dude in a gerbil suit. So he's a gerbil and he's dancing to Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Before Paramore shows. I feel like that sums us up, really, honestly. So, do you agree?
Ah, man. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think that's the best song you could dance to. Thank you. Oh. Let's go.
Oh man, you heard me.
Alright, go on.
What's your name? Where you from?
Hey, I'm Bailey. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My question is, if you could have any musician cover a song of yours and put their own spin on it, who would cover what song and why?
Ja Rule. Anything he wanted. How about you?
Wow. How do I compete with Ja Rule? Maybe honestly, I think I would want to hear. Well, I was listening to Jeff Buckley a lot, just getting ready for us to do Hallelujah, and I think like his voice is just so amazing, and it would be kind of cool to hear him sing in his glorious angel voice something that we wrote that maybe would be a little bit out of character for him, but also even going back to songs like Hate to See Your Heartbreak, or hearing him sing something really slow and just make it into like the most magical cry fest. All I wanted! You know? Yeah, All I Wanted, just Jeff Buckley on that.
Hey, would you guys ever want to hear Hayley sing that song? You actually do.
That's so messed up.
No better
If we
time.
could do a duet on All I Wanted, then I would do it.
Just so you guys know. I've tried.
It'll happen. Oh gosh, I need so much practice to do that one. You know that I have not sang that fully since we recorded it because I'm so afraid of it.
Yes, we're aware.
It scares the hell out of me. But Jeff Buckley could do it, and he would do it every night on tour for you guys. I know he would. Thank you for that.
So glad that happened.
Oh, I hate it. Made me cry.
What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Ian. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
Woo!
First, I want to say congratulations on being a newlywed.
Thank you. Taylor got married to me and Chad.
Fun.
The question is, as an 18-year veteran in the United States Army, still currently on active duty. It's refreshing to see Paramore give back to the U.S. Armed Forces. Paramore was gracious enough to visit soldiers in the Middle East for a benefit concert. Can you tell us what that experience was?
joking with us about, in a non-joking tone, by the way, was camel spiders. just were like, watch out for camel spiders or and I just remember sleeping like this and wherever they put us up. But it was, honestly, it was so surreal, and we just appreciate you guys so much, and covering Foo Fighters for you guys was really fun.
I mean, it you can't explain it. I mean, it feels like you're in a movie. Like, you see that stuff on TV and pictures, and you can't actually put yourself there until you're there, you know. And even us, we're like on this base that's really safe. But yeah, I mean, it was really nuts. And we just have so much respect, and are just so grateful. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'd love to do something again.
Dude, it's really
Really
brief.
polite clap.
I was like.
Hi, my name is Lindsay. I'm originally from South Africa, but I live in DC now. Wow.
It's cool.
So look, real fast, I'm a little bit of a rule breaker, but I'm also fair. So during We've Got Glory Step, my husband and I were supposed to present you with a wedding gift, and it didn't end up happening. Lines of communication were broken, so we're all good. So after everybody's gone, I was already going to confirm that. Just hand it to you real fast.
Yes, I will take your present to me.
It's from us and everybody here on Parahoy that we've been working on throughout the cruise. Thank you. No problem. So my question to you is, it's a little embarrassing, but look, I love your life choices. I respect them. I agree with them. But I just have to know, what's up with your murder video?
Life choices. So, do you guys know who Bruce Hardwick is?
I have to go to the bathroom, so you answer this. I'll go to the bathroom.
Alright. So, Chris got in touch with me. We actually, I was following him on Twitter, so I think he direct messaged me first, like, hey, would you ever want to do something for this thing that I do, you know, this podcast that I do, or whatever, you know, and I said, yeah, just let me know, anything. I'm living in LA right now, making the record, so I'm down. You just say the word, I don't care what it is, I'll do anything, I'm a big fan. So he got back to me months later, and, you know, with this treatment of this song, and said that Chef from the Muppets was going to be a part of it, and I was like, I'm in. That's all you gotta say. And I pretty much just showed up and recorded the things that he had written down, and it was very ridiculous. And I think the part that was the most ridiculous was they had a drone that was with a camera on it, and so it felt very like, you know, rap video, but I was just singing these ridiculous words, looking up at this drone. But it was fun. It was so much fun, and Chris is the best, and, you know, I saw him again for Talking Dead, and he's just awesome. He's very, very awesome. But, you know, thank you for respecting my life choices. Even Gershberg's.
Okay.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Sean Bonarusso, this is my daughter Mary.
Hi,
We're from Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, hi! Do you guys wanna like hang out and wait for Taylor before we get to the questions?
Sure, that'll work.
We're all just timing him to see how long it takes him to pee.
Should we clap when he comes back out?
Yes. Okay. Just so you know, he thought this started at 5:30, and I went to go get him, and he was in his swim trunks, and he was like, I'm going to the sauna. I was like, no, you're not. You're coming out here. So he'll be back in a second, but we can just hang out. So you're from Grand Rapids. Have you ever been to a Paramore show before, Parahoy?
No, actually, this is actually, I lost my voice.
That's okay, respect.
But this was actually my first concert ever. She told all her friends no to any other concert. She was holding out for you.
Thank you so much.
You guys rock.
Dude, look at all your family that are here to greet you. I think it's really rad that you've never seen us, but you still had enough faith to come on Parahoy.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
How was it?
my hands, and then right when I came out of the bathroom, that someone was there to do happy, happy wash. So double wash, double wash.
So we waited on you for the question, but guess what? This was her first concert ever coming on Parahoy.
Cool.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
All right, shoot.
Okay, my question is, have you guys noticed any changes in the crowds throughout the years and years of playing live?
That's a good one. That's a good one. I think it first started like when, I mean, obviously when Riot came out, more people heard us like on MTV or something. That kind of changed the dynamic of the shows a little, but it wasn't until we did Decode, and then suddenly like a lot of moms were coming to our shows with like Team Edward shirts on. Yeah, and that was crazy for us, but I think that it does continue to grow and change, and what I love is that there's older people, there's young kids, and you know, there's kids that like weren't even born when we started the band, and that's really, that's just an honor. But I think even cooler than that is as the crowds get bigger and go further back and further back, like if we play a festival, the first few rows you never don't see people that you grew up with. You were like 16. I mean, honestly, that's been the craziest part, and the fact that Paramore fans, I mean, I still feel weird saying that. It doesn't feel like a fandom kind of a situation to me, but the people that support our band aren't the kind of people that have closed us off or anything when we got bigger or had a song on the radio. Still supported us and still made us feel like a part of the scene that we came from, but also we're very open to new people coming in and discovering us and shaking their hands or getting their number and, you know, hanging out. Like, that's been amazing. So kudos to you guys for being open-minded and being welcoming and cool. So
I think we always said that, like, you know, everyone was growing up with us, and I think we're to the point where we're actually supposedly adults, and then so that means like you guys are. Oh my gosh,
it's weird and awesome. Some of you guys have babies now. You finished college. You started your own jobs and businesses, and it's really inspiring for us. So thank you guys for being here for your first shows, and hope you love it. You got one more?
Yeah, she has a question.
Yes.
All right, bear with me.
Let me know if you want me to read it for you. I got you.
I'm starting so young.
I understand. I get it. That's
This is
me after
Mary.
all I wanted.
we love that you lost your voice.
Yeah.
Were you just
Surrogate
singing
voice.
hard, really loud? What? Were you just singing really loud? See, that's what's up. Okay, respect.
Mary says, starting so young and growing up in the music scene and on the road, you guys have had to have some crazy stories, experiences, and a perspective most have never heard, especially with all the ups and downs Paramore has been through. So my question is, would either of you guys consider writing a memoir?
That's crazy. Damn. Nasty gal number 2. That's what I'm gonna be called. I don't know. It's really intimidating to think about us writing like a book of our stories and things we've been through. We definitely have a lot of stories, so I guess we could, but it just, you know, it just sounds terrifying. But yeah, I've been really grateful that somehow, even though we do have a weird perspective, and even though we've done a lot of things that I think sometimes I was really afraid to write certain songs because I always was afraid people would think, oh, they're in a band, what do they know about real life, you know? But the only difference is that is the angle that we're viewing some things from, and I think that goes for whether you are in a band or whether you work anywhere or whatever you do, whatever family you come from. Everyone has their own unique perspective and opinion, and for me, I've just been really glad that I don't know that we're still able to talk about real life issues and hard issues like friendship and breakups and things that hurt really, really bad, and you know, having your faith tested and self-righteous people and all that stuff. We've been able to talk about it, and yeah, we're in bands and we tour the world and all that, but I think that the heart of it is something that everyone on this boat kind of understands and we're all able to relate to. So we've been lucky. We've been lucky that you guys kind of let us just live and make a lot of mistakes, and you know, and we're on the same boat. That was good. We're all, yeah. to get back to you on the memoir thing because that sounds scary, but it could be cool. Thank you so much. I hope you find your voice.
All right, what's your name? Where you from?
I am Lexi from Colorado. My question is, what is one thing you wish you could major in if you went to college and why?
College scares me.
Yeah, it is. Don't go to college.
I mean,
Honestly.
no, I think growing up, I never, it's not that I was against going to college, I just didn't know what I would go for because
Me
I
too.
either wanted to, at the time, like, pursue, like, church or ministry stuff, or I wanted to do music, but, I mean, I started when I was 17, so I hadn't even quite got to that point of really making that decision, or, like, exploring my options, so all I know is that I was really just passionate about music, so I do think about that, and I haven't been able to come up with an answer, I love learning about things, I love psychology. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm really glad that I never had to go to college because I just barely made it through high school while on the road. But I think, yeah, honestly, psychology would be something I'm super interested in.
Why did you get more rules for psychology?
I don't know. But also, I also really like, I've always said I was going to take classes in between tours and just never have time. But I always thought it'd be fun to go to cosmetology or aesthetics school too. It's really fun to I mean, obviously I like to color my hair, but just to be creative in that way and also like kind of the science behind skin and all that stuff, that kind of interests me too. But that's probably never going to happen. We're just going to try to do the things that we know how to do. Do you go to school for something right now?
Yeah, I go to school for criminal justice.
That's awesome.
That's sick! Are you watching the OJ show? That show called People vs. OJ? Yeah. Obsessed. Riveting.
Never heard of Law and Order.
That's amazing. Good luck. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sato from Finland.
Hello! Finland in the house.
So my question is about Last Hope, but first of all, I just really want to thank you for writing that song. And yeah, it's a song that is very inspirational and important, not only for me, but like being other fans as well. So my question is, what inspired you to write Last Hope, and what was the writing process like? Did it come together easily, or did you struggle, or yeah, anything?
Yeah, we go through, well, I mean, I haven't written for I've written a little bit, but this is the first record I've really written for, but we definitely hit a big wall and hit a lot of writers' block. That's why we wrote all those ukulele interludes. It's because we just had to like not take ourselves so seriously for a second. But the first thing from that song was the little ukulele part that we've been playing ukulele for. And yeah, that song was like, when people talk about struggling with art, it feels really romantic until you have to do it. But that song really was kind of the most dream scenario of a hard song to write, where it came naturally and it was frustrating, and which kind of fits the course of that song. But I didn't write the words, so you can.
Well, I mean, the music was a big, it was sort of a breakthrough kind of for us, I remember him goofing around on the ukulele a lot, and then I was on piano. We were just trying to like come up with anything we thought was cool. And then when we got the music, I went back home, and I just remember that was in 2011 when we wrote that. It was late 2011, one of the first songs that we finished for the record, and I just remember feeling very insecure, not only about the band, but just about myself too. I just felt like I was in a place that I hadn't been in since I was a really young teenager, this process and putting on another record, and so much has happened. I just don't feel like myself anymore, and I kind of felt like we were hanging by a thread, and that's kind of, I still see that picture in my head a little bit when we sing it, when we play it. But I love that song, and when the bridge lyrics I'm really proud of, because I feel like that's one of those cases where it sort of changes all the time, the way that I relate to those lyrics, and that song got us through a lot, so I'm happy that it helped you too, because it means a lot to us.
Yeah, when we wrote that song, I think at the end of it, Hayley and I were like, if this is the last song we ever write, it's like,
yes,
this was all worth it,
we didn't
because
care.
it meant so much to us.
Yeah.
So I hope it means something to
Oh, it's the prom queen.
Hey, are you you're the prom king? Queen?
Prom queen.
You're the queen? I can't read your thing. It does say it though. Congratulations! Yes!
All right, what's your name? Where you from?
It was definitely the most beautiful I felt all weekend. All right, my name is Daniel, and I grew up in Arizona, and I live in LA.
You got people.
Yeah! Sweet, here's my question.
Okay.
Many musicians have brought their music to the Broadway stage, such as Green Day's American Idiot, or All Shook Up with the music of Elvis.
Saw that.
Would Paramore ever be interested in producing a Broadway show with their own songbook and what
All I can hear in my head is all I hear is fences when you do that. And just jazz hands. I love Broadway shows. I grew up, my mom was a dancer, so and she still goes to New York, and like her second father is started National Dance Institute in New York City, and he's just an incredible guy, and he's in like amazing musicals like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and things like that, you know what I mean? And so I feel like I've been surrounded by that in one way or another my whole life, and me and Chad, that's something that we really connect on, is Broadway shows. I have a really hard time seeing Misery Business on Broadway stage. I guess there's probably other songs that would be even tougher, but we could do like a rock opera with Let the Flames Begin.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see that happening. But you guys cheered really loud, so I don't know. But
maybe if
there are no plans of doing that as of now.
But if Taylor and I could act in it, as well as dance and sing, then maybe. We'll talk. Have you guys seen either of those that he mentioned? Have you seen the American Idiot and all that? That's pretty cool. Yeah, they have everything. Green Day has everything.
They don't have a cruise though.
That was fast. You're quick. All right, thank you for that. That's awesome.
All right, we got one more. This is our last question. What's your name? Where you from?
I'm Juan from Houston, Texas. Okay, so here's my question. Parahoy 1 and 2 has been such a beautiful musical experience that sometimes when I go back home and I try to share the experience with family and friends who weren't here, it's hard to find the words to do it. So my question is, how did you guys describe the phenomenon that was Parahoy to family and friends?
Still hard. We get asked in interviews about it too, and you can't really explain this, you know what I mean? It's a feeling too.
Yeah, I was talking to some of the church's guys, and I was just like, it's just not real life. Like, I don't know how we're on a cruise ship with all these amazing people and make music. Like, I don't know. I think we're with them. This whole thing happened because our booking agent we got into this, at one point, we got into this mode where we said no to everything. It's when we were kind of in a bad place as a band a long time ago. And so everyone kind of had to learn at one point that we were open to doing stuff again because we were getting healthy again. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I don't know. We had this offer to like do a cruise, and we were like, what? We're like, okay. So, but we never would have ever imagined that this would have happened. So I don't know. This whole thing is amazing. amazing, and it's not us, it's you guys. Like I was saying the other night, I know this is a sacrifice, and I love that you guys are having fun. I hope you're having fun, but yeah, but we obviously can't do this without you. So, but yeah, I don't know. You could say that it's kind of like Kid Rock's cruise.
It's a lot like the Kid Rock cruise. Just that you can just tell them that.
Yeah.
Google it. I think that it's kind of cool though. We have our own little secret here, and if people want to join the party, they can do it next time. But this is cool. Thank you for that. It's good to see you.
Well, that was it. Parahoy.
That it?
Do you have any questions? Or?
Yeah. Do you want to ask us anything?
Yeah, I have a question. What makes you so awesome and that everybody from around the world loves you so much and that we want to come on these cruises and tell we're doing great cruises? Because I like being on cruises, so that's my question, kind of?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, man.
That wasn't an answer.
We like hanging out with you guys. Everybody that works on this boat, please give them a huge round of
Please. Hey, yeah, everyone is the kindest people, and they're amazing, and they work so hard. They've been working on this cruise for over a year, for all these parties, to set up all the stage and all the speakers and all the food and everything. They've been working tirelessly. They've been doing a lot of these cruises, so if you see them, please thank them because they make this happen.
Thank you.
And all the crew, literally everyone on the ship, you know, people are working really hard so that we can have a good time.
Yes. Thank yourself too when you look in the mirror tonight.
It's to make you, you know, I mean, it's like you said, if it wasn't for everybody here and you included, I mean, I don't think we'd all be having a great time. So I mean, it's all about you guys. You know, we just want to get everybody to the same place and have a great time. So I think we did it. Happy Tuesday, everybody, right?
Happy
Tuesday. Great Tuesday.
Love you guys so much, and I can't wait for what's next. It's gonna be awesome, and can't wait to see you there.
Me too. I'm excited now. I'm excited. So wait, before you leave, I mean, hey, everybody, why don't y'all take your cameras out? We're gonna take some pictures. I think the rest of the bands are gonna come up on stage. Everybody's
Someone's motioning for us to go off, and then something's gonna happen.
That's a secret surprise that I find out about the band.
But I can still talk to you because I'm
your mic is still on. So yeah, don't go anywhere, everybody. We got a special thing we want to do since we all are family. This is our thing. We're all here together. We're all a part of the Parahoy family. Stick around, stick close. We're gonna take some pictures, some family pictures. Is that cool? You don't have to pay for them.